I encourage you to look more deeply into how you're moving, because at first we want to see 2 points that you're contracting, parts of the body. Let's say it's shoulder on one side and hip on the other side, that they're closing and they're pulling toward each other. You're showing the brain that the distance between these places is changing. It's closing, it's shortening, and then that distance is opening. Okay? The next step is to see it more as space, breathing space. That closing is actually closing the breathing space of the torso. That is closed, and that specific dimension can open. The space opens. Almost like it's as if you're in a cavern and the roof of that cavern is changing and opening, or the space is opening. Okay? Then we want to even look more carefully. A lot of times when someone has a movement opening, we have these 2 endpoints that are going to open away from each other, and opens. And at the very end, maybe the one most stuck place, it will open at the very end. It's good to see that. What places, as things are opening, where is it not opening very well? Where is it hesitant to open? That's part of the stuckness. You got to be able to see that. Take it one step further. As it starts to open, we see it's opening. We see that this one isn't opening. We're pausing everything that's opening. Can this open? Can everything open all at once? Can you focus the movement so that you're commanding the place that doesn't know how to open, that you're commanding that to do the opening? That's a more advanced way to do it. Then, more in addition to, I invite you to look, as you have these places that are moving apart, what is the subtlety? 2 places move apart. What is the plane of the stuckness in these opening spaces? And can you have a contraction and then an opening that's more specific for that vector of stuckness? That's one way to do it. We're trying to see in higher resolution, greater detail into the nature of our movement. Because if you can see it with that quality of vision, if you can see with that quality of somatic perception, you can begin to see so clearly these little segments of lines and these little vectors or lines through the body, different angles that don't know how to open and close. And then it's a matter of giving them some great lessons. First, that they exist. Closing this tension and contraction that we create. If you can contract the place that doesn't know how to move, that's going to likely be a place where it's hard to feel tension. You have to really contract very specifically that place. That fills in the eroded map that your brain has of your body. Your brain says, okay, I know that place now. Then can you go so gently and so carefully that you're not stretching that place open, that line open. When you're stretching it, you're forcing it. It's not really going to accept that message. In fact, there's a good chance that you'll be stuck in a recoil. Teach that place to open. That place is opening. And it says, it's about as far as I want to go. After that, it's a stretch. Well, we're going to close back up. We're going to lower down, maybe little steps. Pause right there. Coming to another stretch limit. Very subtle, the edge of a stretch. Contracting back. And then opening slow, little steps. Contracting back, slow little steps. Contracting back, really slow. A line that's very specific, an effort level that just lets you see with great clarity that line and teach for that line. Can you teach your brain that the space in that dimension is dynamic, that it changes, that it opens and closes? The space is dynamic. That's what we're trying to do. If you can do that, then you're back in it again. Now, I practice a lot. Maybe you practice a lot. I hope you do. I invite you to attend one of my workshops. I'm going to limit it to just 8 participants for each workshop. That way, I can give you the personalized attention that you need so that you can figure out your unique situation. You don't fit into a cookie cutter. We want to adapt somatics to you, not the other way around. I'm so looking forward to meeting you in one of the workshops. Please contact me if you have any questions at all. InspireSomatics.com. I'm Eric Cooper. Blessings on your journey. But by definition, we don't know our own amnesia. So I don't know how much further I can go and how much more I can see and understand in the dynamic space of my body. Likewise for you. I realize that most people think they are in their body. Some people seem to be wise enough that they come to me and say, I'm really not in my body very much. I'm not really connected to it. But most people think they're connected to it, and they're not. That's more of a problem. It's like in amnesia, those places where we're stuck that are never moving or static. They don't exist to the spatial perception of the brain. Yeah, that's what we're trying to reconnect to. That's the treasure. If you reconnect to those places and show your brain that that space is real and it knows it so well that it's in your repertoire, really, truly you own it, well, then your problem starts to go away. For me, it did. I was really stuck. I had a lot of hip pain, a lot of back pain. I was really stuck in sort of a kyphotic, depressed posture. And I had depression for a long time. Really what solved it was freeing these places where I didn't even know I was stuck. That's what really made the miraculous change. And I've done a lot. I'm really making some progress here. So progress, that's the watchword of the universe, progress. Can you make progress? Let me know if you're making progress. I'm Eric Cooper, InspireSomatics.com. Blessings on your journey. I encourage you to try the Parallelogram Pattern Gait Balancer. That one will show, it showed me like a whole area of like, Eric, you think you're free? But no, you're really stuck right here.